So fellas, your thoughts create your reality. Be very mindful of your thought process. It's like everything, like it's everything that you need, uh or it's the only tool that you have that has your best interest. I mean, the brain, like, it's the only fucking tool that you actually have to use out here in the real world. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, for the most part, if you have actually hang out on my platform, you probably have noticed that I'm more of a positive type of dude. I'm always with the good vibes. um I'm not with no bullshit, no negative. I'm not with that. I don't kick in with, I don't do anything to do with that. You feel me? Yeah, but like, how do I get to that, or how do I, have my, my energy filled, positive all the time? It's, it has, it's something to do with my, with my mental construct. It's something to do with my rituals. What do you usually call them? Rituals? Yeah, that. It's something to do with what I allow in my space, conversation I hold with, people like I come in contact with. But for the most part, man, it's my thought process. Like, I'm always, having, my body, thoughts, like, energizing, thought, patterns, and I'm always like, grounded for the most part. I always like try to ground my energy. Anything I see that is, trying to like get me off lane, or trying to like, invade my, my clarity of mind, or my peace of mind, I try my level best to distance myself. Yeah, so it's like it's been like this for me. I think uh, since 2020. Yeah, like after my spiritual awakening and all that is when I came to this conclusion that I needed not to fuck with anything that is not of the highest timeline as far as energy. You feel me? Yeah, so I've tried to always navigate situations, people, places that I felt that just like taking away from me, or like draining me in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, so your thought process, fellas, your brain, what you soak, information that you soak, the people that you hang around, the conversation that you hold with those individuals, so the people that you come in contact with, all of that is what determines, for the most part, the quality of your experiences out here. You feel me? Yeah, so if you're kicking in with people who are just naysayers, you're kicking in with people who are up to nothing, up to no good, people who are just gossiping, people who are just complaining, whining, people who are just like lazing around with their time, you're probably gonna be a product of that very association, in a sense. You feel me? Yeah, so you gotta be very careful, fellas, of who you actually hang around. As I always mention in my couple of my videos about the company that you keep, and also most importantly, your thought process, man. I want you to know that it's that actually affects your experiences out here in the real world. You feel me, fellas? Information you allow in, and then for the most part, the things that you like, you give access to, in a sense. You feel me, fellas? For that is what actually plays out in your reality and your experiences out here. You feel me? Yeah, so you gotta be very, very careful of your thought process. It's everything. It's that creates your reality. And if you don't have, you know, your thought process in shape, or like, in a sound, state, you're probably gonna have experiences out here that, are not really of your, of your choosing, so to say, or of, like, your, like, you'll have, like, experiences out here that, you're not proud of, in a sense, you feel me? So guide your thought process. Like I've mentioned, fellas, the only tool that you have out here is the mind. So be very, very, very protective of what gets access to your fucking mind. You feel me, fellas? And stick around for more bangers, man. Make it a point to subscribe. Follow me on TikTok and IG. Make it a point to subscribe, fellas. Catch more of my videos. I'm gonna be dropping videos up here in the cards for you and on the end screens. You catch till the end, you're gonna see those videos on the end screen. So catch more of my clips. Yeah, if you find anything resonating, informative, man, make it a point to subscribe. Drop a comment. Let's get elevating together. Peace.